Hello, my friend. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Dr. Surendra, and today we're going to explore one of the most transformative practices you can ever embrace, the art of surrender. What if I told you that the key to peace, freedom, and fulfillment isn't about trying harder, doing more, or controlling every detail of your life? What if the secret lies in letting go, in surrendering to the flow of life? Stay with me, because today we're going to dive deep into the power of surrender and how it can change your life. We live in a world that glorifies control. We are taught to plan, to strive, to push, and to fight for what we want. And while there's nothing wrong with ambition, there's a fine line between healthy effort and exhausting resistance. The truth is, life is unpredictable. No matter how much we plan, no matter how hard we try, we can't control everything. And when we cling too tightly to our plans, our expectations, and our need for certainty, we create tension, stress, and suffering. This is where surrender comes in. Surrender isn't about giving up or being passive. It's about letting go of the need to control and trusting that life is unfolding as it should. It's about releasing resistance and allowing yourself to flow with the natural rhythm of life. Let's start by understanding what surrender really means. Surrender is the act of releasing your grip on outcomes, on expectations, and on the need to know how everything will turn out. It's about accepting what is without judgment or attachment. Think about it. How much of your energy is spent trying to control things that are beyond your control? How much of your peace is lost in worrying about the future or regretting the past? When you surrender, you free up that energy and use it to live fully in the present moment. One of the most powerful examples of surrender is found in nature. Have you ever watched a river flow? It doesn't fight against the rocks or try to change its course. It simply flows effortlessly and gracefully around every obstacle. The river doesn't resist, it adapts. And in doing so, it finds its way. This is the essence of surrender. It's about trusting that life, like the river, will carry you where you need to go. It's about believing that even when things don't go as planned, they're unfolding as they're meant to. But surrender isn't always easy. It requires courage, faith, and a willingness to let go of what you can't control. It requires you to face your fears of uncertainty, of failure, of the unknown, and choose trust instead. So, how do you practice surrender? Let's explore some practical steps. The first step is awareness. Start by noticing where you're resisting. Where are you clinging too tightly? Where are you trying to control the uncontrollable? These are the areas where surrender is needed. For example, maybe you're resisting a difficult emotion like sadness or anger. Instead of pushing it away, try to sit with it. Allow yourself to feel it without judgment or resistance. When you stop fighting against your emotions, they lose their power over you. Or maybe you're resisting a situation in your life, a job you don't like, a relationship that's challenging, or a goal that feels out of reach. Instead of trying to force a solution, try to accept the situation as it is. This doesn't mean you give up. It means you stop struggling and start looking for a new perspective. The second step is trust. Surrender requires trust in yourself, in the universe, and in the process of life. Trust that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. Trust that even when things don't go as planned, they're working out for your highest good. This kind of trust doesn't come overnight. It's a practice. Start small. Trust that the traffic will clear, that the conversation will go well, that the problem will resolve itself. As you build trust in the small things, you'll find it easier to trust in the bigger things. The third step is letting go. This is where you release your grip on outcomes, on expectations, and on the need to know how everything will turn out. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop trying to control what's beyond your control. One of the most powerful ways to practice letting go is through meditation. Sit quietly and bring your attention to your breath. As you breathe in, imagine yourself gathering all your worries, fears, and attachments. As you breathe out, Imagine yourself releasing them. Let them go, one breath at a time. Another powerful tool is journaling. Write down everything you're trying to control or hold on to. Then, write down what it would feel like to let go. How would your life change if you surrendered? What would you gain? The fourth step is flow. When you surrender, you enter a state of flow, a state where life feels effortless and aligned. In this state, you're no longer fighting against life. You're flowing with it. Think about a time when you were in flow, maybe while creating art, playing music, or solving a problem. In those moments, you weren't trying to control anything. You were simply present, open, and receptive. That's the power of surrender. Surrender also opens the door to synchronicity, those meaningful coincidences that seem to guide you in the right direction. When you are in a state of surrender, you're more open to noticing these signs and following their guidance. But surrender isn't a one-time event. It's a practice. There will be moments when you slip back into resistance, and that's okay. The key is to notice it without judgment and gently guide yourself back to surrender. Each time you practice surrender, you strengthen your ability to let go. Over time, you'll find that life feels lighter, more peaceful, and more aligned. You'll stop trying to control everything and start trusting the flow of life. So, my friend, I invite you to start practicing surrender today. Take one small step, whether it's letting go of a worry, trusting in a situation, or simply breathing deeply. Each step brings you closer to peace and freedom. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs it. Until next time, I am Dr. Surendra, your friend, philosopher, and guide. Take care.